Ooh, what's up? Yes. Hi, indeed. Hmm. So how's it going tonight, guys? I think we're gonna give this thing a touch up. AJ, what's up? No, you're not gonna be a mod today. I'm trying something new. And it seems like it's doing something. Well, it looks like I might need to get a an auto clicker on my phone. So, what are we all doing tonight? Other than sitting here and looking at some titanium knives. Then go to sleep, Lou. Not gonna force you to stay here. Yeah, just take a nap while watching. I'm just trying to figure something out real quick. Roy, what's up? Now let's go over to YouTube. Go into my live stream and try this out again. Yeah. And hopefully that does something positive. I'm going to assume you did. Probably a pretty damn good guess right there. Wow, I'm good. What'd you do to do that? Damn, so I get it right and I still win nothing. What a shame. Okay then. Well, you only have so many characters to type with, so good luck. I would have thought everybody in here had a little bit of the autism. That's why you're here, right? I keep forgetting to sell this to the pawn shop. Okay. So I'm working on my knife design. It's taken forever. But I think it's just about ready to be printed. And I like the purple as well. I'm glad I got that color, but I'm not sure if I'm happy that I got that knife. That's fair. So that's it? Your friends suck then. You can't go potato unless you're from Idaho. because they suck. I mean, that much is obvious based off that short story you gave me. It's also partially your fault for trusting them not to lead you into shit. Come on, YouTube, give me something good to talk about. A common word you can't spell. Appreciate. I fuck up with the word appreciate all the time. Talk about the climate. Why would I do that? It's dark outside and you can't see shit. There you go. How about you ask a better question, Roy? Well, I can't exactly look outside and see how the weather's doing if it's black out there. Looking out the window, I can see my neighbor's window that's down the street, and that's about it. It's the only bright thing out there. Come on, YouTube, give me a good conversation starter. 3, 2, 1. Pizza, thin or thick crust, really? Alright, guys. Thin crust or thick crust on your pizza? I guess I prefer flavor over bread. I don't know what New York style is. Never even had a deep dish either. You know, every time somebody asks this, I think I'm just going to answer with at least 150. Yep. I'm not going to say I have too many. I'm going to say that the ones that I have aren't enough. What, say I have at least 5? Oh, that doesn't look bad. Right there. I think I'll agree with that. I think my next knife is a Bel Air XL. It's going to be a while before I get it, though. They ate nice. Nice. Glad to hear they ate nice. I won't, but I think you mean blue guy. Mm. No, I love light Omega Springs. Well, I enjoy eating nice, don't you? We can do that. This is a Spartan Talos 1 in CTS XHP, made in Taiwan with a G10 front scale and no liner, and a G10 back scale with a liner. So one side has no liner. Yes, from Spartan Blades. It's the same company. I was over looking at a few Harseys today and was debating on if I wanted one or not. And I said no because I don't like where the plunge grind sits. And if I'm about to drop $400 on a knife, I want to love almost everything about it. I got it for $25. The little bit I carried it, it was a great knife. Now, what I didn't like about the Harseys was they are heavier than they look. They're kind of like a Reeve where there's no milling, no skeletonization or anything, so yeah. I decided against it. One of the ones I've been trying to get rid of for a little while. I'll agree with that, but the Spartan is also made in Taiwan, and oh, they're both made in. Oh yeah, the Benchmade is made in America. Horace Smith, what's up? Hmm. I'm sitting here thinking about that new design I've been coming up with. Nice. I put Met Boss scales on mine. I don't have it drawn out. I have it 3D modeled, and that sucks. I have it 3D modeled. I'm probably going to start showing it off here pretty soon. Not today, soon, but I need to get a setup where I can record, screen record stuff and show you guys. Show you some little bits and pieces. It takes inspiration from a few different knives. Price point's probably going to be around $450, maybe a little more. It's a titanium frame lock. No, those things are heavy as fuck. This thing weighs almost half a pound. I think it's like slightly under 7 ounces. Damn. Oh, these are zirconium. These are like, I think titanium is 35% lighter than these. Really? Toxic, what's back? What's back? What's up? Channel activity. How's it going? Selling what? The Talos? Thinking about keeping that thing. Yeah, the Spartan Talos. $10,000. Liquid Grin, what's up? Welcome back. Oh, that's entertaining. You guys want to see my extra small Sabenza? Is it Friday? So we got the full-size Sabenza right here. And then we got the extra small Sabenza. It is Friday. Of course you wouldn't. Well, they don't make a medium. And then this thing's made in China by Colt. I just noticed it kind of looked like the Sabenza, and that was it. Oh, time to start the like train again. It probably is made of shit steel. It says stainless. Ooh. If you want it, Lou, you know where to find it. I would agree. It's not even surgical stainless. It's just stainless. I want to find a way to live stream designing knives, but I don't have the money for a computer that's able to run that. Surgical stainless is supposed to be used in knives or scalpels, and they need stropped before use. Yeah, he's in number 2 because he's a turd. Professional turd with an arrow pointing at his name. So what are some knives that I should look into? That way we have something to talk about. I don't know who number 2 works for. Oh. I haven't seen any of those. I don't know. Give me a knife to look up. Chair sounds. Welcome back, Irish Trail Clips. I'll look at him in just a sec. Probably. Made in Vermont. But they're all fixed blades. That's a cool looking one. In Think, Lou. In Think. This dude made a whole ass trident. Just Marissa, welcome back. No, I would assume that that thing doesn't have a clip on it. I left a message or a comment on one of his things. Apparently, he got by the Instagram anti weapons policy. Fun fact, if you change your account from a brand account to a personal account, it no longer does that. So if anybody complains about that, you can recommend that. Unfortunately, that doesn't work very well for I'm just wondering how gun content is allowed when knife content isn't. That doesn't make any sense at all. Now, when I say that, that does not mean you should go make gun content bad too. I just find it interesting and annoying. It's not covered under the First Amendment. And I can go to my neighbor and buy a firearm with no documents too. It's the same shit. Why not? It's a private purchase. It's not illegal. It's purple, but yeah, it's a really, really good looking knife. Very photogenic. It just looks like shit on, you know what? I'm curious. Oh, those are my only options? Never mind. Technically, purple. It's called a private transaction. You can buy shit from anybody. No paperwork. You literally don't need to do anything. Just say, hey, here's, let's just say, here's $500, and then they hand you the firearm, and then bam, you have another firearm. Big whoop. It really isn't that big of a deal. Okay. You can sell to anybody with no paperwork, as long as it isn't stolen. They do. This is America. A firearm is just another product. It's nothing special. I knew somebody was going to say that. mean, how wide is it? Diameter, pretty sure that's for circles. No clue how thick it is. It is 6 inches by 1.5 inches by I don't know how thick. I can show you where to buy it too. Yes, it is a belt, just cut into lengths. Probably. I don't usually do touch-ups. I'll admit, I don't think I've ever stropped a knife back. I kind of just resharpen it again. Unfortunately, it doesn't recommend shit unless I swap what chat filter I'm using, which is kind of good, kind of bad. I don't know. I just swap whenever I feel like it. It's around 8 to 10 passes. Do you like your marshmallows toasted? And if so, how? It doesn't say the and if so, how part, but I have a specific way that I like mine done. I'm sure everybody else does as well. What is your go-to when it comes to toasted marshmallows? It asked the same question yesterday. Nobody answered. And I said exactly how I like my marshmallows, and nobody else gave me any insight on how they like theirs. Hurt my feelings. This thing's heat treated pretty damn well. Usually 14C is sharp by now. Spring water. I don't know about you guys, but that ultra filtered water that that some people have in their houses, it tastes bad, but it doesn't taste like anything. I don't know how else to explain that. Just a driver, thank you for the donation. A 755. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Most people don't need to sharpen their knives. Unless you're cutting cardboard like all the time. Most everyday use, you're probably not going to need to sharpen it. You're right. Pardon me, my phone froze. Mini pocket rocket. That's great. An M390. Oh, that thing's small. No, that's actually huge. What the hell? That is thick. It's a 3-inch blade. That thing is tall. Yeah, that is something that you would probably abuse and be just fine with. Is it a stainless frame lock or titanium? Titanium, okay. M390 at 60 to 62, not bad. G10 front scale, titanium bolster lock. They say it's a frame lock, but that's a bolster lock. Well, MPR stands for mini pocket rocket. So that thing's wild. I don't think I've ever seen one of those, but it does carry the thumb studs from that designer. If you look at it, they just look like the thumb studs on which is the same designer. It's got the same maker's mark. $1.99. Damn. I remember my first time donating to somebody and they didn't say shit about it. No, it was just more so that they would respond to what I was talking about, and they just never responded. Yeah, neither do I. Back then, I had that kind of money. Nowadays, I don't. Damn, this thing kind of hurts to sharpen. It's not a great handle shape for sharpening. Oh yeah, I recommend people buy shit from me instead of donating. The problem is the shit that you're buying is more expensive than donating. So the mixture that I use now is slightly updated. It's still mostly water, but it has 18 drops of mineral oil, a splash of isopropyl alcohol still, 4 drops of Dawn dish soap. I did that on accident. I meant to do 3, and 2 ounces of water. And it works fine. Actually, the isopropyl alcohol was because people talked about when they left these things wet, it rusted. Yeah. So the point was for it to dry up quickly. So sure, you have to use more of it, but it should prevent damage on your stone. Tea or coffee, and hot or iced. I'm going with tea because I hate bean water. And Arizona iced tea because that shit's great and it's cheap. You go to a gas station and it's cheaper than water. I don't go to Walmart. I go to the dollar store. What do I buy? Like a pint at a time of 70%? And I don't think I've even gone through one. Honey's good. I can agree with that. We've got a thing of honey from back when I was a kid. It's like a tub of, what, a half gallon? And we're like halfway through it. And back then it was $16 for that much. And then nowadays I just looked at it the other day at the local bread store. The same tub of it from the same company is now $36. This is taking a while. That's not how it works with extra virgin stuff, dude. It can't be adulterated. Or else it's not extra virgin. Ground fog, what's up? I think my favorite honey that I've ever had was orange blossom honey. That shit was good. Never tried clove honey. All I know is that orange blossom stuff was fucking amazing. Another good thing about honey is if you keep it stored right, it doesn't go bad. I've been watching a little bit of the bee content lately, and it is kind of cool seeing how they work. when YouTube asks, what's your favorite nectar? All right, YouTube, give us another thing to talk about. Let's see. Next on the block is crunchy or smooth peanut butter. I go with smooth because I don't like when I'm having a sandwich, okay? I want to bite into it and not have something crunchy in it unless it's chips or something like that. Right? So exactly. No, I just like chips and sandwiches. Yeah, you would. A beetle doesn't have as much crunch to it. At least I would know the difference. Evan, what's up? Your thing should have been delivered. If I'm not mistaken. No, that's fair. I do that. Not all the time, but I do that. Okay, cool. I don't remember what I sent you, but hopefully you enjoy it. Cinnamon peanut butter? That shit sounds amazing. I've never heard of it until now. And why the world has kept it to me, or kept it from me at this point, it's starting to piss me off. Because that shit sounds amazing. It's kind of like cinnamon honey butter. If you haven't tried that shit, then you're missing out. Unpopular opinion. I don't like chocolate that much. Honey butter is amazing. I just don't. Like, it depends on who makes it and the amount of cocoa in it. And I'm fine with dark chocolate, but it also depends on how dark we're talking because that 100% shit is garbage. See, you would like that 100% stuff. I hate it. Trevor, what's up? How's it going? I'm the most cocoa I can take percentage wise, 70%. Anything more than that, and it just tastes like shit. Tastes horrible. I never understood the sweet and spicy flavor mixture. I don't like it personally. I know some people do, and it's common in Mexican candy, but sweet and spicy just don't go together, in my opinion. There's too much of one or the other. And maybe it's just the kind of spicy because I don't like. Do you guys know the mango stuff I'm talking about, where they put some sort of spicy shit on the outside, where it's not like really spicy, but it's kind of just tastes like crap to me. Does YouTube differentiate premium or regular viewers? I highly doubt it. I have YouTube Premium, and it doesn't say that I'm special, so no, probably not. If I'm gonna have something, I could probably do like 75% cocoa and be fine, and it wouldn't taste like garbage. But supposedly, you're supposed to work your way up to it, and that 100% shit that I have in the freezer tastes horrible. So when I have a guest come over that I don't like, I say, "Hey, would you like a piece of chocolate?" And I don't tell them that it's a year and a half old or 2 years old or something like that. And I eat it. I eat a piece. They eat a piece. So they have to sit there and act like it's good, even though I'm sitting there suffering as well. Knives are not interesting at all. There's science behind knives. Different steels, different handle materials, titanium. Sure. Also, I don't know the last time that I saw somebody cut a sandwich in half with a guitar. I don't know if it ever goes bad. It hasn't bloomed or anything, so oh, we're starting to get up to that mirror polish here. Baking chocolate, not even like semi-sweet chocolate. You fucked up. I never really liked chocolate all that much, so you'll probably need, no, not 6,000. You probably need 5,000 to 16,000. I know you're gonna need more than diamond plates. You need a step up to water stones or something. Total cost for something for a set like that is gonna be $400 or $500. You'd be better off buying a razor with multiple blades. Yes, but DMT has supposedly gone down the drain and their quality is garbage now, so yeah, that's really sad. Well, now that I know that, you're not going to be able to pull it off. All right, YouTube, find me something else to talk about. Give me something new, something. The sky's shape. The fuck do you mean by that? What shape is the sky? Fucking bullshit. The sky's shape. My god. The last few were decent. Yeah, what shape is the sky? Are you fucking kidding me? I genuinely hope that these are man-made options and not AI, because oh my god, that's like dumber than AI. Fucking what shape is the sky? Are you kidding me? YouTube is definitely high. Oh shit, we've run out of people. That's not cool. We have 3 people in here. I need to fix that real quick. Give me a sec, guys. Open the auto clicker. What shape is the sky, man? Does what help? Oh, I just open an auto clicker. So down here for you guys, there's a little emoji thing, and if you spam that, then it helps with audience retention. But if I sit here and I click the play button and it sits there and clicks and gives me a shit ton of likes, even though it's just pressing the like button multiple times on my account, more people show up. I tested this earlier, and where I'd usually have like 4 people in here, I had 12. So I'm testing it further and we'll see if it goes somewhere. I have it clicking once every 250 milliseconds. That way it doesn't make the phone lag. Hey, we have 4 people now. New people, welcome in. How's your night going? We got to find some, the shape of the sky. We got to find some better things to talk about. The shape. What feels illegal but isn't? I've got a perfect one for this. When you buy a product like a movie or a video game, but it's just a license to use the product, and then they take that game away from you or that movie. Ooh, it's not illegal, but it feels like it is. Not returning a library book. I think that might be illegal. What is the color of laughter? If that shows up next, I'm going to laugh so hard. No, not even digital games. Or games where they. Oh, I hate this. When a game doesn't come with an offline mode, that should be illegal. As dumb as it sounds, it should be illegal. Hell yeah, we have saved the stream. All right, well, we'll see you later, Liquid Grin. You have a good one. I gotta do this. Okay, then. Welcome back, I guess. I'm just not gonna question anything. You said I just got this new trident, and I'm like, okay, you have fun with that. Yeah. You know what game doesn't have an offline campaign? I mean, the game isn't around anymore, but. Oh, okay. Titanfall. That was one of my favorite games. All right, cut test. Beautiful. Unfortunately, lately I've been sitting there rushing my sharpening jobs, and I don't sit there and do the full everything that it takes to get that nice, beautiful edge. No, I'm not mad that they make online games. I'm mad that it was the one of the best games that I've ever played, and there was no offline option. So once they took the server down, that was it. Titanfall. The first one, not the second one. It's one of the few games where I thought that the light machine guns were actually well balanced. Did more damage, but they were a little bit less accurate. Than the assault rifles and the SMGs. Better damage over range, too. It was just a well balanced game. Aiden, what's up? Welcome back. Pause, what's up? How's it going? That shit was fun. It wasn't like when I bought it, I wasn't expecting it to be as fun as it was. It was a really fun game. Black Ops 2 was fun too, but that extra mechanic of having a mech basically completely changed the gameplay. Not bad for a purple knife. We can. Never played Helldivers 2. I don't have any consoles or anything that are powerful enough to run it. And my computer's like 13 years old or something, so it's Windows 7. Back when shit was still good and they weren't trying to spy on you all the time. Oh, dude. That is beautiful. I haven't looked at one of my edges under a microscope in a long time, and last time I checked, they didn't look that good. consistency. It was stropped. That is after being stropped. I can change my angle on the strop and hit the edge a little bit better real quick. I think it's a bead blasted finish. I wouldn't doubt that Cecil thinks that it's a fine edge. Pardon me while I just stab myself in the hand. It's gorgeous. Wow. I wouldn't doubt that. I don't think that the average person can afford an electron microscope. Damn, where did Noah go? I was having fun with him and he only left 2 messages and then disappeared. What a shame. What was it that he was saying? Something about find something more entertaining or something more interesting? Okay, I'll look at that. First, we're gonna look at this again. Now that I stropped the very edge again. Yeah, that's clean. And yeah, that is definitely a blasted finish. Let me wipe that off real quick. I didn't see the 13-year-olds comment. A hobby for 13-year-olds? Really? Beautiful. That is a damn good looking edge. Now for the Emerson. Turns out it's not one of the newer Emersons either. It's not old, but it's not new. that does look kind of weird. It's 14C, and I polished it up to 3K. That is some weird looking stuff. Well, let's pull out some Maximate. Or no, that's not. Maximate is a micro melt steel, not a powdered. I think that's the same thing. Oh, damn it. That was the Tiger Stripe one. It was in CPM 154, but yeah. I'm surprised it's still my favorite. But the Para 3 is just something different. It was my first uh, piece of quality steel. Let's lift up the microscope a little bit. First of all, how's that edge look? Toothy, as always. And then so Maximate's a little different the way that it's finished. The stone wash doesn't take great shape on it, so it sits there with the belt lines on it. I think it's satin under stone wash. You can tell that it is because the satin lines have marks all over them. So I'm pretty sure it's stone wash over satin. But those are definitely lines from a belt. Yeah, a lot of little dots. Hmm. A lot of different colors. This is one of those knives that once I have it fully decked out in titanium, it is definitely. That could be. Although on the edge they all look the same. Move around a little bit, see if Oh, that's a lot clearer. Interesting. That sucks. You know, while we're looking at Spyderco's under the microscope, let's go look at some 15V under the microscope. Some Tylenol and one of those DVDs that's about lots and lots of trains or whatever. It'd be perfect. Is it working now? It's quiet. Wonder what caused that. Are you sure you didn't just turn your mic or your volume down all the way? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Might try leaving the stream and coming back. You'd think we were looking at the moon. If doctors weren't so goddamn expensive, I'd say go there, but they're goddamn expensive, so. Hey, Liquid Grin, can you hear this? Was that clear? It does have a lot of interesting colors that you don't see in person. And I think it's a reflection of the colors from the LED. So I want you guys to, I'm going to put another steel under here after I wipe it off real quick. And then I want you guys to try and guess what steel it is because I doubt you'll get it right. We'll play the steel guessing game or something like that. There we go. Maximate, good guess. D2, not a bad guess. Any other guesses? It's a good looking steel. Magnacut? Nope. Everything's a good guess when you have no clue. I don't have anything in M4 yet, so no. We're guessing what steel this is. The guesses so far are D2, Maximate, Magnacut, and M4. You know, I really do like the Mannix too. It was definitely a good choice. Vanax, I don't have any of that. Anyone else? One more guess? The most I've done with M4 is sharpen it. I don't own anything in it. One more guess? Maybe? ZDP? ZDP what? You mean ZDP 189? I don't have any of that. And it is not 1095. It is S30V off of a Spyderco. Little Native. You never would have guessed that because you can't tell by looking at it. It all looks the same. Yes. Okay, I'm going to wipe this one off. And then you guys tell me what it is. I doubt it. Oh, this is going to have some issues focusing. Okay. By sniffing it. 154 cm. Nope. Not a terrible guess. S90V. Nope, I don't have any of that yet. It's 8CR. Why do you say that? It is, but why do you say that? Hey, you were excited to guess it until you figured out it was 8CR. Don't give me that. I gotta take the pocket clip off this one. It's also my most scratched up knife, so I kind of figured somebody would guess it because it's my Spyderco pry bar. Pardon me while I take the pocket clip off this one. And then you guys can guess this deal. Oh, gotta wipe it off first. Gotta raise it up a little bit. Okay, what steel is this? I've not tried Pro Cut yet. I didn't know people were making stuff in that yet. So what steel do we think this is? Who was it? 14C, good guess. Nope, it isn't. I'm going to be honest, I'm just saying good guess because it's nice to say. That doesn't mean you're close. My friend's knife? Which one? S30V? Nope. Dropped one of the pocket clip screws for that. The Arius? No. That one's S90V. Oh, so I do have S90V in the house right now. Nope. MagnaCut is correct. It is MagnaCut. That's the Sebenza. And here we have the line where it goes from flat to hollow. Let's look at the edge under the microscope real quick. Lots of colors. It looks like a planet. Looks like we're looking at a planet. Well, I wanted this one because it's heat treated properly. Dude, almost nobody get these things right anyway. It does kind of look like that, yeah. Zoom out a little bit. Look at the consistency. Very consistent angle. Oh, it's been great. Things that I would have expected to leave scratches don't. So I'm happy. And yes, I fixed the screwed up grind on it. It took forever, but yeah. I understand why people say that it's hard to sharpen now. So that was the one that I had to take the pocket clip off of. Because it wouldn't sit flat. It's definitely the highest hardness Magna Cut that I've played with. Now, M4 is a great steel as well. Well, that was a fun game. You all basically failed, but nobody would have been able to guess that based off of evidence. It's all just guessing. Yeah, I could try it, but I'm not going to try and get any um, I don't need to do the testing at the moment. I'd rather do it when the channel is being suggested to people, and lately it hasn't been. So, God, I can't wait for that new knife to show up. Shit's taking forever, though. It's supposed to show up on the 12th, and then I gotta wait until the week after to pick it up. Oh, I can't tell you what knife it is. You gotta stick around to see that. But of course, it's gonna be on stream before it's ever got a video made on it. Well, sure, I told you last time, but I'm not doing that again. Even if you guess it right, I'm gonna say you're wrong. No, I didn't give you a sneak peek because I said I wouldn't. I can't say what steel it is either. I can tell you there's titanium. And then I spent 400 bucks on it. 400 like 13 or something to buy it. Gonzo, what's up? Constipation. Oh my god. Yeah, when somebody bought that Sabenza that I was looking at, I went and bought something. I don't got FU money. I dumped a shit ton of my knives to be able to afford it, and then it sold. No, I can't tell you the steal. In a couple weeks, wait. About a week and a half, you guys get to see it. Also, next week, you guys get to see Chris Reeve Menandi. It is on my Grail list, yes. But I haven't talked much about my Grail list. I haven't updated it in a long time either. No, I figured out that it sold like right after I had the amount ready. You buy stuff, you sell stuff, you run out of money, it happens. You know what else is on my list? A Fox Chillin' Fate. I don't have women issues. I don't talk to women. I'm trying to sell this thing. So I figured out the reason it has lock stick is because it's got titanium liners. I'm sure if the blade was pointy, it would sell better, but it's a search and rescue knife, not a self defense knife. Yep, at least I'll have my knives. Fox Chillin' F8. Oh, they sold out of the one that I wanted. Oh no. Trent, what's up? Hey, they make it in a lot more options than they used to. It used to be just G10 and one in carbon fiber, and that was it. Now they got it in titanium. Ooh. I just want a different blade shape. I like the handle. Makes me think of the a smaller version of the Arius. Damn. Well, yeah, but it's an M398. I don't know anything about the heat treat though because they don't tell you. That shit pisses me off. Yeah, I'm not worried about toughness though. Again, I don't do a whole lot of dumb shit with my knives, so dude, I tried lubricating the chair and it doesn't do anything. It works for like a day and a half and then bam, doesn't work anymore. You know what? That's what all the donation money's going to. A new chair. Not really. Probably go towards getting that first model 3D printed. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can have that done for free. Uh, Funny enough, one of my buddies owns the pawn shop. So, woohoo, I guess. And he's got 3D printing stuff. YouTube said no. Yes, dumb shit and I go hand in hand. That much is obvious. I'm sure you noticed that a while ago. Alright, YouTube, what should we talk about now? Give me something good, come on. Something interactive, something that makes sense to talk about. What color is sand? Are you shitting me? Really? Funny. Oh, get this. It says funny Wi Fi name you've seen. Yes, that is exactly what we need. Probably. What's a funny Wi Fi name you've seen? This isn't going to go anywhere. So, Aiden, what did you think about the internals on that? The color of sand thing was my idea, but because nothing showed up after I refreshed it. Not the FBI fan. Mountains or ocean. I'd assume it feels somewhat similar to an Nkosi. But a little more smooth because it doesn't have that big flat spot. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, just so everybody knows what we're talking about. I'm not going to tell you guys dimensions so you can't figure it all out, but it is a decent sized knife. I haven't seen very many good Wi-Fi names. Favorite brand of knife? Spyderco. I've seen quite a few reblades for Sebenzas. Not up for sale, but on Reddit there's quite a few pictures of them going around. You know what I could do? I could get rid of 3 parts on this knife by doing what they did with this and only using one screw on the back instead of a screw up here and a screw down here. But I don't want to copy them too much, you know? Ooh, you should do that. That'd be sick. What blade shape are you going to get for it? A Tonto. We could do that, Lou. That's not a bad idea. Go get some budget buck knives. Well, first let me check if it's sold on Blade Binge, and if not, I can give you a number. I wouldn't know how tough it is because I don't have the balls to snap a blade like that. Okay, so it's priced at 200. Let me check how much I make on that. I could probably go down to 190 right now. Really solid condition though. But I bought it to get rid of it. It's been sitting at my local pawn shop for months because nobody knows what it is. And I figured I'd find somebody eventually who's actually interested. Okay. I only take Cash App though if it's going to be a direct sale. It's an Emerson SARK. Yeah, if you want to show him pictures of it, there's pictures on Blade Binge. If my phone will work. So if you look up Emerson Sark on Blade Binge, it's probably going to be the only one that shows up. Yeah, I don't know why it's called a pawn shop. Well, yeah, kind of, but I don't know what pawn, how they came up with the word pawn. Okay. Well, it is listed on Blade Binge. Anyway, cool. So it's 190. If we're doing a direct sale through Cash App, it's 190 free shipping. Instead of 200 plus shipping. Big thumb up. I do. Yep. They had a Chris Reeve Pacific not too long ago. It lasted like a week before it got put on layaway. They've got a bunch of Benchmades right now, but they're all half serrated, so they're probably never going to sell. Benchmade products are not bad. Their prices are bad. Dream vacation spot. Yeah, they're just overpriced. I mean, they make good shit. They just need to change their pricing because, oh my god, they're so expensive. Like, I'll buy them used. Don't get me wrong, they make a great product. I think the. God damn. I think the only knife that is even remotely worth the price on their list is the Griptilian with the thumb hole. Everything else is priced too high. There's a couple others that are priced decent, but no, I looked into it. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be that way. I was very tired that night and a very pissy person, so it doesn't surprise me that I got irritated about that. But I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be from factory. It's smooth now. I was just, I'd owned it for under 2 weeks and I've gone in twice to have something fixed. And when you drop that kind of money on something, you start getting a little pissed off. Dude, in 1992, the Sebenza folding knife is what they called it. The Sebenza folding knife cost $275. And I think it was in ATS 34 back then. Sorry, 265. No, well, yeah, probably around now, but right at the bottom, Sebenza folding knife, $265. $5 for shipping. What do you plan on doing with it? And what size glove do you wear? I still think the fact that the bodacious exists is stupid. It's like basically the shaman, but without the options of the shaman. I didn't like how the bodacious felt, and it's so overpriced. I think it was like 270 when I looked, which is the same price as a full size military. Cliff, what's up? Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the shaman, just like everybody else said. See what options you can get. Spyderco. Sharpener. Shaman. Piece of shit. Squeak. God damn, the Shaman's overpriced too. It's got better ergonomics, but it's still overpriced. $270. I don't have a Shaman, nope. It's comfortable though. You can find them used. Yeah, if MagnaCut's heat treated properly, I completely agree with you. MagnaCut's great. Most companies like, let's see, Tactile Turn did it too soft. Kershaw did it too soft to begin with. They do it harder now, but they didn't to begin with. Oh, believe me, I don't have much of an ego. Or Tactile Knife Co., not Tactile Turn. They did it soft. My only taste of decent heat treated shit was the Sebenza so far. Yeah, I've got a couple Benchmades. I got my hands on a PM2 Mac today from McNeese. $595. Not for me. I didn't like the scale design, so that specific one wasn't for me. No, just to look at the knife shop. I went there to show off that this thing was finally smooth. I mean, I kind of want a Mac, but I want plain. They make a lot of the milled versions. Not a whole lot of local stuff lately. Nope. A few Benchmades at the pawn shop. It's actually a really good pocket clip, and I doubt that I'm going to replace it. So, when you stick it in your pocket, it goes past this first section and then past this second section. And that second section sits there around the hem of your pocket and prevents it from coming out, like this does, but it gives you two chances. It does a great job. Now, if I'm going to get a replacement one, I'm getting one of those two-piece deep carry clips from Lynch Northwest. It's like $60, but it'll be a deep carry milled two-piece. Yeah, I wish more pocket clips were like that, because that'll go around just about any pocket that I've seen. I mean, this one's not terrible. I'm trying to think of one that like genuinely sucks. Most of them I've gotten it down. Except for thin pants. I mean, everything on the table's like $100 plus almost. So I don't have very many options with crappy pocket clips. Oh, dude, that sounded like that one. Oh, what was it? This one.
Bro, this sunset about to play.
That's what the chair sounded like a second ago. What knives compare to Chris Reeve knives? Hmm. No, I just like purple. Purple with gold accents. Kind of hard to beat. They're great. I'm trying to think of one that I have that would compare to it, but there isn't a whole lot. I'm going to be honest. If you're spending purple with orange, I don't like orange. So, no thanks. And I really don't like green. I know that. I saw the CRKT prototype of those, of the Sabenza, and it was half serrated. Damn, bro. Because I don't like orange and I don't like green. Pretty sure that the opposite of. Ooh. Oh, don't go deleting your messages now. Come on now. Grow a pair. Let's be real. Let's look up the complementary color for purple. God. Yellow. Huh. It's almost like they knew what they were doing with gold accents. Yeah, if you're gonna say some mildly offensive shit, you better double down on that. Fucking Given up way too damn quick. Already left. I guarantee you that. I'm doing fine. Got to look at some expensive knives today. There's a custom maker here in Idaho that Greylock Forge makes some awesome shit. And I got to handle another one of these things today. Oh, dude, they are so nice. They're small though. It's a 2 3/4 inch blade. I don't live on a potato farm, nope. And they have them at Northwest Knives for 300. Yeah. So this one's in Purple Heart and this one's in Rosewood. And the Rosewood sticks out. Anyway, it's a great looking knife. I didn't know that he made customs. I want this dude to make. It's a single guy that makes the whole thing, right? I want him to make a larger version of this thing. And the dude at the knife shop said that he's looking into it. And I want to reach out to him. He follows me on Instagram, so that's kind of cool. Get talking to him, see if I can convince him to make one with like 3.5 inch blade, 3 1/4 maybe. Any knives that I customized. I have one, but I don't know where I put it. I actually got a hold of another custom maker here in Idaho. It's like closer to where I live than the Chris Reeve shop. Like 5 or 6 minutes away. Well, if the traffic's good. We'll look them up real quick. Really expensive shit. Soul of Creation knives. I got invited to go check out their shop. So show you guys some of the stuff if they have anything left for sale anyway. Oh, that one's new. So let's look into it. There's no info on it, unfortunately. I don't have nice kitchen knives, nope. But you can for only $3,000. Dude makes some pretty knife stuff. Pretty knife stuff, yes. Pretty knife stuff. $300 and you expect a gold cutting board? Oh, 3,000, that makes more sense. An ounce of gold's like 4,000 right now. He says he's looking into working on folders too, so I said, if you ever want somebody to do testing for you, reach out. I'd be happy. I've got about 5 ounces of silver and 2 grams of gold. Hmm. Yes, crickets. I'm sitting here reading stuff about something obscene. Knives. You know, I don't think I want anything from that guy. Nothing I'm super impressed with, so. Or nothing I want anyway. Something obscene. I don't know, I'm not super interested in this stuff, so probably not going to happen. $900 or $1,000 for Damasteel, and no thanks. I'm happy with my $500 MagnaCut. Yeah, sure, there you go. I don't really like the blade shape, personally. It's in Damasteel, which is cool, but that blade shape, it's not easy for me to sharpen because it's too flat. As long as it has a little bit of a curve, like this, I can do it just fine. But as soon as it goes completely flat, I have issues. And I don't know why. You get a pretty similar action with liner lock. I just like titanium, and it's hard to get pinched with frame lock along other things as well. Blah, 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 blah. I just like a frame lock. Glue, I don't know about you, but I don't put a whole lot of pressure on the spine of my knives. I put it on this side, the sharp side, and the sharp side doesn't put pressure against the lock. I don't have anything with a top liner lock. Damn, it's been 3 hours already. Shit, YouTube, give me something else to talk about. Let's come up with another topic. Quit giving me the same shit over and over. What's your current phone wallpaper? A picture of my truck, and my lock screen is a picture of the blood moon that somebody on Instagram took. And Bob Rick, how's it going? It's not my last thought. I'm not going to put it that way. But if I'm going to sit there and fidget with something, I want something that's fidget friendly. And certain locks are not fidget friendly. Oh, I don't only cut paper. I just don't do a whole lot of hard use stuff. So, honestly, for the shit that I do, a slip joint's fine. Yeah, but when do you put like 80 pounds of force on the spine of your knife? Who was it that we were talking about that had softer hands than me? For once. I know, shocking. The guy who called 15V a diva steel. I wouldn't go anywhere. I'm happy where I'm at. Nah, there was some guy that called 15V a diva steel. And I was like, the fuck is that supposed to mean? And who calls it that? It wasn't hard. I mean, I had the right tools to do it, but I'm sure with a diamond plate it still would have been fine. Hell, finishing on the lapping films was fine. Immediately, Lou. No, fixed blades with holes are not fidgety. M390 MK. I think it's the same shit. They just called it something different. I mean, there might be like an additional something in there, but nothing that justifies a name change, if you ask me. They also haven't publicly disclosed a difference. So if you ask me, it is literally just M390, but proprietary name. I don't know what you're looking for, man. It's all good. Most definitely not going to be doing that. That is a terrible idea. I wonder if I could convince somebody at the Chris Reeve shop to glass blast other knives for me. You didn't. Like if I took them apart and brought the titanium scales in to have them done, if they'd do it for me. Jesus Christ, you took an hour to eat a sandwich? God damn. Would you make the sandwich too? An hour to eat a sandwich. Holy shit. Mannix 2 scales win? Probably not anytime soon. Honestly, these ones weren't bad. I thought that they were going to be more aggressive than they are, but they don't tear my pants like I thought they would because of, I assume, the position of the pocket clip. No, I didn't question the sandwich. I finished a sandwich in like 10 minutes. What'd you make? The ultimate sandwich from Adventure Time or some shit? God damn. Eats like a snake. I don't think I could do that. Not only the eating it all at once, but more of the not eating for the rest of the week. Uncrustables, dude, those are fucking good. I love those things. What do we got? A peeping Tom in chat? All right, YouTube. Come on, give us a good one this time. And oh, great. This is going to be great. A simple pleasure you always appreciate. I miss the sound that this used to make because every time I opened it, it was a loud clack sound. And that was just the best sound I've ever heard on a knife. Yeah, sneezing's a good one. Short of the sound of a winter blade factor, those things sound amazing. I'd agree with you on that. 15V is probably better than everything else on the mat. Come on, YouTube. Give me a better one. Give me an actually good topic. The candy one was pretty good. Bread ends? Really? The end of a loaf. You're gonna. Do you eat bread ends? Fucking piece of shit AI options. This Sabenza, that's too small on the Sabenza. It's larger on the Nkosi. If I hit it just right, dead on, I can push it back with my thumb. But it doesn't have enough space for you to hit it as an actual front flipper. The Nkosi does, though. They're a little bit different. Croutons aren't bad. Properly seasoned croutons. Oh. They don't belong in a salad. Like, I don't know. It gave it as an option. I mean, we were already talking about sandwiches. Apple juice. Orange juice is good, but apple juice is so much better. That isn't a bad question. Do croutons belong in salads or not? Apple cider's good too, but apple juice. Sparkling cider is pretty fucking good, but still, apple juice. I don't like onions. I can't stand onions. Except for properly done onion rings. With a good crunch, I love onion rings. Other than that, no. Lemonade or apple juice? Apple juice. It's a texture thing. I hate raw onions because they have the texture of apples, but they don't taste like apples. I like cheese. I love cheese. Smoked Gouda is one of my favorites. Yeah, but I don't like soggy onions either. So I don't like caramelized onions. I don't like raw onions. That has to be onion rings. That is it. You hated Shrek? Oh, it wasn't that bad, was it? If it's done right, a blooming onion is all right. The last time I had one of those, like the whole bottom of it was just oil. So they didn't stick it on any any paper towel or anything. They stuck it on a thing of parchment paper or wax paper, and the very bottom of it was just oil. Well, French onion soup is made over what, like 14 hours or some shit? And one, I don't have the patience. And two, I don't like onions. So there's no point in me trying it. It's just onions. This is Griptilian. I'm not super picky. I just don't like onions. I love potatoes, and you spelled it wrong. Potatoes. Potatoes. I could go for a baked potato right now. Potatoes. God. No, I don't like onions. It's just not going to happen. That squeaky knife is going to stay squeaky. Because it makes entertaining sounds like this. Well, happy birthday. The Griptilian is a Benchmade. You said the best Spyderco for your use. The Griptilian's a great knife. It has the licensed hole from Spyderco. I'm not trying to sound like a dick when I say that. But yes, happy birthday, Chris. Man, I know what I said it already. Okay, so I need a consensus from everybody. Reptilian with the spider hole, Spidey hole, whatever, or Spyderco Shaman. Keep price in mind when saying your answer, please. Because the Shaman is about $110 more expensive than the Griptilian. Well, Crisp agrees with me on that. I wouldn't know. I don't think I've ever held a Shaman before. They didn't have one at my local sporting center or whatever. Let's look up used prices for the Shaman. Because I was talking about new, but we'll see used. Likewise, I hope you have a good day as well. Spyderco Shaman. So YouTube just popped up with a little chat thing that said, "Shoes on the wrong feet?" Question mark. The hell is that supposed to mean? Shoes on the wrong feet. What the fuck? So there's one Spyderco Shaman on Blade Binge for $220, which is less than new price. Just about all the other ones are priced at or above new price. Ooh, Z-Wear. $450? Fuck that. Stop. Stop what? Well, sure, but at that point, you're just talking about looks. I'm perfectly fine with the G10 scales from Spyderco. Their lightweight scales are bullshit, but oh, we were talking about shoes a minute ago. All right, YouTube, give me another thing to talk about. And what do we have now? Ah, here we go. A word that sounds fake. Really? Synergy. With the way it's used, I completely agree with you on that. I'm pretty sure that gloop is a word, but it doesn't sound like a word to me. Onomatopoeia. I can agree with that. That doesn't sound like a real word either. Here in about 7 minutes, I think I'm going to end the stream. It's been a good stream. At least we had some stuff to talk about tonight. Got the QB sharpened to a point that I'm happy with. Still mildly irritated that I have to wait for that Menandi to show up. Miscellaneous, that sounds like a real word to me. That other word doesn't sound real. That doesn't sound like a real word. Chicken. Did you spell that right? Squeegee. Yeah, that doesn't sound very real either. Oh, chicken. I could see that. Chicken dinner. Hmm. Is that a word, Lou? That's a dumb. I need to put that up there. Look at how dumb of a question. These are actual questions that it shows up with. Would you rather have lobster claws for hands? I wouldn't. But yeah, that's the kind of stupid shit that YouTube comes up with. It said lobster claws for hands, not or hands. Favorite kind of soup? That's not a terrible question. I'm not sure if clam chowder is a soup, though. Is it a soup or is it a stew? If you get that reference, you're a legend. Fair enough. I'm sure Google will help me when I ask this question. Chowder is considered a variety of soup. According to Wikipedia. Oh, but you can't trust Wikipedia. Where are the sources? Man, shut the fuck up. Back when teachers used to say that, that was the dumbest shit ever, because like right here, right? It says whatever it says, then you scroll down and there's a references section and there's references. You know what you can do? Copy and paste this shit. Fucking teachers back then. That was stupid. This AI wisdom generator will make us all stupid. I agree. Which is why I didn't go with the AI overview. Okay. I do appreciate you guys showing up tonight. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them now and I will respond to them. After that, I will go ahead and end the stream. I do have a favorite color. My favorite color is gold. And I do consider that a color. It is a metallic orangish yellow. Okay, well, you have a good one, Chris. Go charge your phone. And second favorite color is black. And then third is purple. They all go well together. Anybody else? Silver's not a bad color. We'll see you later, Lou. You have a good one. Chris, you as well. Well, looks like that's going to be it for tonight. Appreciate you guys showing up. I don't know. I don't know if AI gets to think. Who knows? Anyway, Bobrick, you have a good one. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, day, morning, whatever it is. And we'll see you in the next one.